Welcome to Guru Gedara. Today we are here with another interesting English lesson and Miss Nirmala is going to teach you today. Hello Miss Nirmala.
Hello Maheshi. Hello children. Today I am going to discuss a writing lesson. Dear children, you write for different purposes. You write for official purposes and you write for personal purposes as well. So today I am going to discuss writing notes and letters for personal purposes. Writing notes. When are we writing notes, children?
Yes. Is it something related to informal piece of writing?
Yes.
Yes.
You write notes for personal purpose and it is a short written message and it is written to someone you know very closely. We have to use very simple and informal language because you are writing for close people. Of course, these days you don't write notes, you just write, you just send SMS, but even writing small messages, you need to organize your writing. So this will help you to write your notes. Let us see, there are different types of notes. There are different purposes why we write notes. Now, we write notes in an urgent moment to convey a message. When you are in a hurry, you just write a note to convey a message. Sometimes you write birthday greetings, celebratory notes. There are occasions where you can celebrate a victory of your friend or somebody.
Yes.
Condolence notes. When you have a sad situation,
The death of someone.
So you can send a condolence message. And gratitude notes, you can thank people for certain things. And appreciation notes, you can appreciate somebody by writing a small note. And invitation notes, you can invite people using notes. And notes of excuse. Just like letters of excuse, you can write notes of excuse for very close, like a teacher or a coach. And informative notes are there. You are going to inform somebody about a certain thing. Right. Now, you know when we are writing notes, there are different ways, there are different types of occasions where you need to write personal notes. To whom do you write notes? Someone you know very well.
Yes, just like friends, family members and relatives.
Yes.
Yes.
Because it is informal. Because they are informal, the pattern also very informal. You are writing a friendly note. Read this note very carefully, children. Melanie, I'm going to the public library on Saturday to borrow some books to complete our project on ancient kings and queens. Meet me there at 9:30 a.m. Kasuni too will join. Semini. You have to remember all these details because I'm going to ask you some questions. For example, okay, who sends this note, children?
Yes, the sender's name is mentioned as Semini.
All right.
Yes.
To whom is this note written?
Yes, I think the other name is Melanie.
Right. And where is she going?
She's going to the public library.
When is she hoping to go?
On Saturday.
Right. Why is she going there?
Because she wants to borrow some books to complete their project.
What is the name of the project?
Ancient Kings and Queens.
Right. So why is she writing this letter? Sorry, why is she writing this note?
Because she wants to invite her friend. Because she wishes that her friend will join.
All right. So here are plenty of information there. Let us see the questions now. Who wrote the message?
Yes, as we said, it's Semini.
Who will receive the note?
It's Melanie.
Right. Now you can see it's
Yes.
written by Semini to Melanie. Where is the sender planning to go?
Yes, she's planning to go to the public library.
Why does she want to go there?
To borrow some books to complete their project.
When will she go there?
On Saturday at 9:30 a.m.
Who else will join?
Kasune will join.
Yes, you can see
Yes.
Kasune too will join. Why does she send the message to Melanie?
Yes. To ask Melanie to join her actually. That's why she is writing this.
Yes, she wants Melanie to come to the public library so they
Yes.
can work together. Right. So you got an idea what information you can include in a note. Though it is simple, there are plenty of information there. Let us discuss the format of a note. Yes, date. Of course, sometimes it is optional, but it's better to write the date. Name
Yes.
of the receiver. You can write the name and then the body of the note and name of the sender.
Yes, it's a quite simple piece of writing.
Very simple, and I will take an example to show you.
Yes.
The date 20th 2020, and it is not compulsory, but you can write the date.
Yes.
Then Ruvain, avoid salutation. Sometimes we use dear, but it doesn't matter, but normally we just write the name because you are writing this in a hurry and this is very informal. And then look at the body of the note. We are going to see the cricket match at SSC grounds tomorrow. Bring 400 rupees for the entrance ticket if you like to join us. Right. So very informal. You can see very simple and it's clear.
Yes.
To the point. Right. If you want, bring money and join us.
Yes. No further stories.
Yes. And that is the difference between a letter and a note.
Yes.
Then you can use the contracted form. Now
Yes.
here you can see
Via.
via, right? So normally in formal writing you don't write the contracted form, but here you are free to write contracted form. And then you can use common abbreviations just like the rupees there, you can see there.
Yes.
So it is very informal. And see the way how we have ended it, right? You don't have to write your loving friend, your dear friend, right? You have to avoid those complementary clause there.
Yes.
You can remember just Kasun. Even in the previous one, we just showed you only the name was written, right? So this is very simple, and this is the format. Now let us take an example, right? We are going to write a small note. Your friend has invited you to join his or her family on a trip. Write a note to accept the invitation. So you got an invitation to join your friend on a trip, and you are going to accept it. You like to join. So these are the information you have to add. Thank him or her for inviting. Definitely, if you got an invitation, the first thing you have to do is you have to thank that person. And then you promise when you are joining your friends, you bring something, so you can mention what you can bring. Let us see.
Yes.
All right. So this is written to Mahesh. Mahesh is the one who invited you. This is written by Nidula. For your invitation to join you on, I'm weary to join you and your family. I will bring when I come to your place. Very simple piece of writing. Yes.
Yes.
First thing, what should you do, children? You have to thank your friend for inviting you. How would you write that?
Yes. Thank you very much for your invitation to join you.
On what?
Yes.
On your family trip. I'm very, how would you feel?
He should feel happy.
Yes.
I'm very happy to join you and your family.
And mention the things that you had to include, that you had to promise that you would bring something. Yes. I will bring some music CDs when I come to your place. So all the information necessary is there. And the format also remains the same. No endearing terms, just Mahesh and Nidula. Let us move on to another activity. You borrowed your friend's English book and promised to return it. These things happen.
Yes.
But you are sick and unable to go to school. Send the book through your sister with a note.
Yes.
So this is very practical. These will be
Yes.
useful to you children. Sometimes you also get into trouble like this.
Yes, and it's a good habit if you send it through someone, because even you are sick, you are
You have to
considering-
send it.
Yes, you
Yes,
should send it.
Yes, it's a good quality.
Yes.
Right, let us see. Neelika, I'm not coming to school today because you have to give a reason.
Reason.
I am sending your what? With whom? And then definitely you have to thank you very much for doing what?
Yes.
Nethuki. Let us say, children, I'm not coming to school today because
I'm not well.
I'm sending your
English book.
with my
Sister,
thank you very much.
for giving me your book.
Very simple note and very courteous as well.
And it's to the point, I
to the
think.
point.
Yeah.
Yes, you don't have to write how are you and all those
Yes,
things
no
because
stories.
this is a very small piece of writing. Right. Another exercise, children. This time you have to arrange some sentences to make a small note.
Yes. Let me know your plans if you like to go to my village. 17th of January 2020. We are hoping to visit my grandparents in Gaul soon after the vacations. Dear Sandun, your brother too can join us. Can you join us? Ruindu.
I think you got the idea now,
Yes.
right? You've been invited to join your friend to visit his village.
Yes.
And he's inviting not only you but your brother as well, and he's asking whether you like to join. Now by now you know the order. Yes, remember the format.
Yes.
The date is there, and then the request, and then some more details, and the question, can you join? Let us see whether we can put it into a note. Right, you can see this. The date is there. Dear Sandun, you can just mention Sandun as well, no harm in that. We are hoping to visit my grandparents in Gaul soon after the vacations. Can you join us? Your brother too can join us. Let me know your plans if you like to go to my place. Ruvindu. Very simple.
Yes,
Okay.
they have used contracted forms
Form
as well.
because it is very informal piece of writing. Now remember this incident. We are going to repeat the same incident in our later exercises as well. Yeah, you receive the above note from your friend,
Yes.
and you have to, this is what I am referring previously, right? Your Sandun, you have to imagine your Sandun, and you
Yes.
got this invitation from your friend Ruvindu, right? So what should you do now? You have to write a reply note. These are the things that you have to include. You have to thank your friend.
Yes. Mention you got permission from your mother.
Of course,
Yes.
when you go to Gaul, a long way or anywhere, you have to get permission from your parents.
Yes. And what about brother's willingness?
Yes, because the invitation is for both.
Both, yeah.
You and your brother. So brother is willing to come.
Yes, you have to mention that and what you hope to do in the village.
Yes.
Yes.
So remember, you have to include all these 4 facts in your
Reply. note.
reply, right?
Yes.
You are getting 5 marks for this question in the test paper, 2 marks for content and 3 marks for language. So if you include all these 4 points, you will get 2 marks easily. Now let us see how we can write this letter. Yes, you have to write the date and you are writing it to Ruvindu.
Yes.
The very first thing you have to remember, you have to thank your friend. Thank you for inviting me to visit your village. Now children, we have taken these from the question itself, because
Yes.
now if I show you the question, we are hoping to visit my grandparents in Gaul soon after the vacation. So this is the invitations, right? So you can use these to write your reply. Thank you for inviting me to visit your village. I will be very happy to join you.
Yes.
And the next fact?
Yes, my mother gave me permission to join you.
My
And-
brother
yes.
too would like to come with me. So you have included three
Yes.
points there.
Yes. And I would like to swim in the lake and roam around the village. That's what he's planning to do in the village.
Yes. And let me know the day and time soon. That is additional information because he wants to know, because he's confirming. So he wants to know the date and time. Right. So you have included all the required information. You thanked your friend. You mentioned you got the permission from your mother and your brother's willingness and what you hope to do in the village. So you can get the full marks when you include all those things. Right. This is another occasion, children. Your English teacher wants the students to stay after school for the practices of the English day. Now these things happen in a school. All of a
Yes.
sudden you might not know, but others know, right? So then and teachers all of a sudden tell sometimes whether you can stay after school. Then of course you have to make arrangements. You have to inform your parents that you are staying after school. So this is a very practical instance. So your English teacher wants the students to stay after school for the practices of the English day. You have to send a note to your mother to inform about it. What are the
Yes.
things that you have to include, children?
Yes. Actually, they have to include the reason why they are staying. That is
Definitely.
the main thing actually. And then, you know, it's very hard to convince your mother, right? To convince something to your mother is a little
Sometimes.
hard. So you have to say who else stays after school with you, not only you, right?
Because they are thinking of their safety.
Of course. So with whom can you can come home, because coming home after the event is a problem for your
And
mother.
the
Yes.
other thing,
Yes.
mothers are very concerned about your meal.
Yes.
What are you going to do now? You are not ready to stay after school. Now what will happen to your lunch? So you have to answer all these to your mother, children.
Yes.
Right. So what are the things that we have to mention?
Yes.
Why you stay after school, the reason. What is the reason, children?
Yes.
Your teacher has all of a sudden asked you to stay after school for English day practices. Maybe it is not sudden, you may have forgotten, or you were absent, so you did not know, right? Because teachers won't do such sudden
Yes,
things,
of course.
they plan things, right? And then who else stays after school?
Yes.
Other friends.
He can mention the name of the other friend.
Yes, and with whom you can come home, that is also another problem, because now transport should be arranged, so that you have to assure your mother about that also, and how you are going to manage your lunch. Let us see how we can write this note. Very practical situation.
Yes.
Right, this is to the mother. Netmi is writing. My English teacher blank me to stay after school today for the practices. My two will stay for practices. Practices by 4 p.m. I can with Nilushi. Don't worry, our teacher has for us. I think you can do this with us,
Yes.
children. Quickly fill the blanks. My English teacher wants me to
Yes.
stay after school today for
English day
the
practices.
English day practices.
Yes.
My
Friends too will stay up for practices.
practices
Will be over by 4 p.m.
I can.
Come home with Nilushi.
Don't worry, our teacher has.
Arranged lunch for us. What a good teacher.
Of course, they have to be very considerate, because if you're telling them to stay after school all of a sudden, they have
Yes.
to worry about these things. Teachers are like that.
Yes.
Okay, so let us read this, children. Mother, my English teacher wants me to stay after school today for the English day practices. My friends too will stay for practices. Practices will be over by 4 p.m. I can come home with Nilushi. Don't worry, our teacher has arranged lunch for us. So, what are the 4 things that you have to mention, children?
Yes.
The reason, it's given, the English teacher wants us to stay after school for English day practices. The second one, who else will stay? My friends too will stay after school. Third point, how you come home. You will come with Nilushi. The last one, the lunch. Not to worry, because our teacher has arranged lunch. So, all 4 points have been included there. Hope you get this as a sample writing, because you have to write these things in your daily life as well. Right. Let us take another situation, children. This is also a very practical situation. You are unable to attend cricket practices as you have sprained your ankle and was asked by the doctor to rest. Write a note to inform your coach about your inability to attend practices for a week and request him to excuse your absence. Yes, a very practical situation.
Yes.
You find it very difficult to come, but you have to inform your coach. Then you can write very informally like this. Let us see.
Let's see.
We have made it easy for you. The sentences are there. You have to reorder them.
They are jumbled.
They are jumbled. They are not
Yes.
in the correct order. Let us read the sentences, children.
Yes. I will attend practices as soon as I am well.
Arosh,
The doctor has advised me to rest for a week.
please excuse my absence.
I am unable to attend cricket practices for a week as I have sprained my ankle.
Dear sir,
And the date.
right. Then you know what should be the first, children? Definitely
Yes.
the date.
Yes.
Then after that,
Uh,
the salutation,
Yeah.
dear sir, right?
yes. Because
Your-
we can't use the name of the sir
Yes,
actually.
of course.
Yes.
Then how can you start this?
I think he should tell the inability of
The
coming
reason,
to.
yes.
Yes.
Why you are writing it. I'm unable to attend cricket practices for a
Yes.
week as I have sprained my ankle.
Yes.
I'm unable to attend cricket practices for a week as I have sprained my ankle.
Yes.
Okay, and then
He
you-
should give some further information about his inability.
right, and then yes, the doctor's advice, and so he can't come for a week,
Yes.
and then he can assure the master that he will come soon when he is well,
Yes.
and then you have to request to excuse his
Him,
absence
yes.
from practices. Let us see, children. Yes, we are correct.
Yes.
Now let us put these in a message, in a note form.
Yes.
The date is there.
Yes.
Dear sir,
I'm unable to attend cricket practices for a week as I have sprained my ankle. That is the reason. The doctor has advised me to rest for a week. I will attend practices as soon as I am well. Please excuse my absence. Arosh.
yes, you can use this format and write for different reasons when you are excusing from something. For example, if you can't go, if you can't attend a music practices or any other thing,
Yes.
even if you can't attend after school sessions, then you can mention, this is the problem, teacher, and I will not be able to come. See the words, right? I'm unable to attend.
They
right?
can use the same phrase in different occasions.
I'm
actually.
unable to do what?
Yes.
And then for how long? And then here the doctor has advice, so you can give another reason also. And then you have to assure that I will come as soon as I can or as soon as I feel better. And then this last sentence, this is very important. Remember this, children. Please excuse my absence. Remember this sentence, because then you can use it without making any mistakes. Right. Now let us move on to another situation. Now let us move on to an activity from your workbook. Take out your workbooks, children, and turn to Unit 6. This is the 8th activity, Activity 8. Your class teacher has informed the class that the grade 11 students have to sign the application forms for the GCE O-level examination tomorrow. Your best friend is absent and is not aware of this fact. Write a note informing him or her about it. These are also practical things, right? Your teachers will inform, okay, tomorrow is the last day and
Yes.
your friend is absent. So then definitely you have to convey that message.
In favor of your friend.
Friend, yes.
Yes.
That's what friends are for.
Yes,
Of course, you can write, you can give a call or you can write, send an SMS. Okay, this is the SMS that you can send her, right? Let us see. Dear Anuki, our class teacher has informed that we have to sign the application form for the GCE O-level examination tomorrow. So, come to school tomorrow to sign it. Why didn't you come today? Hope you're fine. See you tomorrow. Right, and Nimali. So, here you have informed the reason why she is writing it, because the teacher said this, so I want to convey this message to you because you have to come definitely. So you can just write, okay, why didn't you come? This is very
Yes.
formal. This is very informally just asking about that, and hope you are fine because you have to come tomorrow, right? So see you tomorrow. That hope is there. Right. We are moving to another activity from your workbook, same unit, Unit 6. This is Activity 9. A friend of yours has invited you to his or her birthday party. Write a note thanking him or her for the invitation. Express regret for not being able to attend the party. Give a reason.
So the friend is going to miss.
He missed
Miss
the
the
chance.
chance.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course, now children, in the previous one you accepted an invitation,
Yes.
but this time you have to apologize. You have to make an apology because you really love to go when your friend invites you to her birthday party, but you are unable to attend. There should be a very genuine reason, otherwise you would not miss it.
We never miss birthday parties of our friends. Yes.
Definitely. So then, what are the things that you have to include here, children? First, whether you
Yes.
go or not, the very first thing is you have to thank your friend for inviting you to her birthday party. And then you have to express the regret for not being able to attend the party. You have to say that you feel sorry because you're going to miss the chance.
Yes.
And then
She
definitely-
should forward a fair reason for that.
Of course, right? So you have to give a reason, a reason. Right, let us see, children. Manisha. This is written by Nisali to Manisha.
Yes. Thank you very much for blank to your birthday party, but I'm blank to attend it. Blank. I have to attend blank on the same day. I would definitely blank during the weekend. Anyway, I hope you blank a great party.
Right, I think you got the idea.
Yes.
Right? So very first thing is you thank for the invitation. How do we write that, children? Thank you very much for
Inviting me. Thank you very much for inviting me to your birthday party.
But I am. Now this is your inability.
Yes.
Right? But I am.
Unable to attend it
Reason with
because, yes, when we are giving a reason, we are using
Use-
this word.
because. Right?
I have to attend my cousin's wedding on the same day.
Of course, it's a genuine reason. Then,
Yes.
if there's a family wedding that you can't attend another party, so that is understandable. Right? I would definitely.
Visit you during the weekend.
Of course, you can't miss your friend's birthday, so you can visit him next on another day. Anyway, I hope
you will have a great party.
Yes, you can wish your friend to have a nice day. Right, so let us read it again, children. Manisha, thank you very much for inviting me to your birthday party, but I'm unable to attend it because I have to attend my cousin's wedding on the same day. I would definitely visit you during the weekend. Anyway, I hope you will have a great party. Nisali. Now here you can look at the first sentence, children. Thank you very much for inviting me to your birthday party, but. So I have incorporated two ideas into one with but you can make it very simple by writing as two separate sentences. Thank you very much for inviting me to your birthday party. Full stop. Then you can say, unfortunately, or I'm sorry, I'm unable to attend it, and you can give the reason. Right. You can make it simple like that as well. There is another activity from your workbook that is in the revision 2. Turn to that section. This is on page 93, activity 8. The question 8. Your mother has got some passes to see a one-day cricket match between Sri Lanka and another country. Remember, your father got some invitations to see a match between Sri Lanka and another team. But your brother or sister is unable to go because his or her upcoming university exams. Now you have a spare ticket. Right.
Yes.
Write a note inviting your best friend to go with you. Right. So what are the things that you can include?
Yes, definitely the day and the date should be there. And the name of the opponent team is very important. For a cricket lover, the opponent team is very important, at the same time the place.
Yes. When you are given this question, children, you are given some guidelines. Include the following. So here you have to write the day, the date, the name of the opponent team, and the place where the match is being held. So you have to include all these things. Let us see how we can write this. Yes, the date, of course, you have to put the date there on the top right hand corner, and then the salutation here, dear Amila, or you can just say Amila. My father has got some passes to see a one-day cricket match between Sri Lanka and India, but my brother is unable to go because of his upcoming university exams. I think most of these information have been taken from the question itself.
Yes.
Let us see the question again. Your father or mother has got some passes to see a one-day cricket match between Sri Lanka and another country. See, so you can say your mother, you can say my mother or my father has got some passes to see a one-day cricket match between Sri Lanka, and then you can use another name of a team. See, it's very simple. You can take information from the question itself. Right. So here the match between Sri Lanka and India. So the opponent team also mentioned. The next one, would you like to join with me to go to the match as there is a spare ticket? This is the invitation. Would you like to join with me to go to the match as there is a spare ticket?
He is forwarding a suggestion, it seems.
The match is played at SSC grounds and it's on Saturday the 20th. Has he included all the information?
I think so. He has not missed a single thing.
Place at SSC grounds.
Yes.
The day, Saturday.
And the
date, 20th.
Yes.
So he has mentioned all, and in the previous one, previous paragraph, you can see the opponent team, India, also mentioned. Then the invitation is already done. If you would like to join, let me know soon. by Udesh. Right. So this is also another very simple message. Let us take another activity, children. There are a lot of writing exercises in your workbook. They are really important, children. You must do all these activities and you can discuss answers with your teachers.
Because this is, I think this is a question in the
O-level paper. That
so
is why they have put plenty of exercises
Yes.
based on this writing personal notes. This is Unit 10, Activity 7. You have borrowed your friend's English past paper book and forgotten to return it. Write a note of apology to your friend. Say when and where you will return it. Yes. Unfortunately, this child could not return the book. When you borrow something, you must return it on
It's
time.
a must.
Yes, but here, for some reason, she or he has forgotten. So now you have to apologize for not sending it at the correct time, correct date. So you have to apologize. This is a note of apology, right? Say when and where you will return it, how you are returning it, and when you are doing it. These are the things that you have to include in your note. Yes, of course you have to write the date, and you borrowed the book from you borrowed the papers from Vasana. So
Yes.
you can address to Vasana. The very first sentence should be your apology. I'm sorry for not returning your English past paper book yet. What should be the next?
Yes, the way she is going to send it back.
Yes.
I'm sending it through my father today to your home before he goes to work.
So there, not exactly a time is mentioned,
Yes.
but before my father goes to work. So then definitely it's in the morning,
It's in the
before
morning,
he
yeah.
goes. And you are sending through your father. So when and how is given. Thank you very much for lending your book to me. Yes, you have to thank your friend because it's a favor that she has done.
Yes, a great favor.
Yes, and thank you once again. You can't thank enough because, and
Yes.
one thing, you have borrowed and you have forgotten to
Yes.
return as well. Right, and Nalini, the name. You can write a similar one like this. You don't have to write the same way, but you can take an idea before writing your personal note. Now, my dear students, we have explained you how to write personal notes. You know that personal notes are very brief and to the point, and you have to include what is asked. And this is very important because this comes in your question papers, O-level and even the school papers. This question is there. So remember the structure and how informally you can write on different purposes. So let us move on to another personal writing. Informal letters. You know, children, there are two types of letters, formal letters and informal letters. Right? Formal letters we call official letters, but today we are going to discuss the informal letters. To whom are you writing?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes,
actually.
I knew that you would ask that question.
Yes. So, what is the difference between a note and a informal letter? Are they two the same or different in form?
Very good question. Children, a note is very brief and you are writing very quickly to pass a message. But a letter is in more detail. You can talk more in your personal letters. That is the difference. So don't make your notes lengthy letters.
Yes.
Remember that. You have to mention only the points that are required there. Right. So let us move on to informal letters. Right. When are we writing the informal letters and to whom are we writing informal letters?
Again, we are writing informal letters for our closer ones like friends,
Very close
family.
ones. Yes, yes, friends, family, relatives.
Yes.
So because of that, since you are writing to the people known well to you, the letters have a very informal and a personal tone. You can
Yes.
talk about all the things. You can ask about their health and the plans and all those things.
Yes.
And these letters are mainly used for personal communication, right? So you are writing for your close family members, relations, or your friends. Right, let us see a format of informal letter. You have to write the address.
Address of whom actually?
Your address.
Yes, the
right?
writer's address.
Writer's address. The one who is writing it, you have to write your address and the date. And then the greeting, of course, there you can be very endearing,
Yes.
my dear, and you can mention the name. Not like in the note. Note, of course, you can write only the name here. But here you are talking to a very personal, a very close person. So you can have that endearment, dear, and write the name. And then the introduction, the first paragraph you are asking about the person, whether she or he in good health.
Yes.
Those things are.
There's a typical question.
That is
How are you?
Yes.
Yes.
And then the body of the letter, and then the conclusion. Also, you can use nice in a nicer manner, and then you can end with an endearment. Your loving or some like that. Your closeness can be shown by the ending of your letter. Right. So let us take an example here, children. Let us write a personal letter. Imagine that you and your friend enjoy the holiday in your friend's village. I am referring to the past activity.
Yes.
So you've been invited and now you have visited there, right? Now you have enjoyed it and you are writing that experience to another friend of yours. Look here, children. Number 86, Main Street, Kandy. I think that Main Street should come along with the number.
Yes, it's
and
better if they
yes,
write it together.
and,
Yes.
then the date and
Yes.
dear Kanishka. See how you are going to start your letter. How are you, my dear friend? I hope you are safe and fine. This is a very pleasant way of beginning your letter.
Yes,
Yeah.
and very dear way of
Yes.
starting. Yes.
I hope you enjoyed your vacation well. Now see how you're coming to the point.
Yes.
Because now here, of course, you are writing for a purpose here. So you nicely coming to the point because you are going to write about your past experience, about how you spent your vacation. So you nicely asking, I hope you enjoyed your vacation well. And then, I too enjoyed my vacation with my friend Ravindu. Now you can start.
Yes.
We visited his grandparents in Kurunagala. We stayed there for 2 weeks and my brother too joined me. You can remember all this information there. Yes?
Yes, it was a wonderful experience to stay in a village. We swam in the lake near Kasun's grandparents' home. We walked around the village and we helped some farmers in the paddy field. See the activities that they have done.
Done. Now you can remember in the question you have to mention you're describing the experience. Then you have to mention what you have done there. Right? It was a wonderful experience to stay in a village, and then the activities. We swam in the lake and we walked around the village, and we also helped some farmers in a paddy field
It's
as well.
quite interesting.
The next one, so it was fun, and there's something else.
Yes.
Ravindu's mother cooked delicious food and we all enjoyed the stay.
Yes, so is that all about his experience?
Yes, now
Yes.
he has to have a letter is you're communicating. So then
Yes.
you have to ask your friend's holiday as well, because he mentioned, I
Yes.
hope you enjoyed your vacation as well. Now let us see how he started this now.
Yes. Did you visit your aunt in Haputale? Let me know how you spent your holiday. Hope you had a great time with your cousins.
Yes, so nicely ask about your friend's vacation as well. And because now this is he is a known person, you know that he's planning to go to Haputale and about the cousins, so he is mentioning all those things.
Yes.
And then finally, I will come to see you soon. Please give my kind regards to your parents. This is also very important, the way you end.
Yes.
Please give my kind regards to your parents, because you know them, right? Your friend's parents, so you can convey the regards like this. Please give my kind regards to your parents. Stay safe. These days we are always using the term stay safe.
That is the mostly
important
used
word
yes.
These days. With warm regards. Now see, you can use all the endearments here. With warm regards from your friend, from your loving friend, Sandhu. All right. Now let us move on to an activity from your pupils book. This is Unit 1, Activity 12. Write a letter to one of your friends describing a good deed you have done. Doing a good deed. What are good deeds, children? The good things that you do. So you have to think of a good thing that you have done.
Yes.
And you have to include you have to write about what is your good deed, when and where it was done, and who helped you, and how you felt after doing a good deed. Of course, the feeling that you get or feel after you do a good deed. You have to talk about that as well. Let us see how we can organize this letter. Of course, the address should be there on top right hand corner and the date. Then the salutation, Dear Samadhi. How are you, Samadhi? Hope you're fine. The same way we have discussed.
Yes.
Hope you're fine. By the way, thank you very much for the card you sent me on my birthday. It's a beautiful one. See how nicely the writer has written this, right? How are you? Hope you're staying fine. And you have to thank. There's a connection that I'm thanking for the card that you have sent me.
So the nature of their friendship is shown through the first few lines.
Yes. And then the second paragraph. Anyway, Samadhi, as I told you, I didn't have a birthday party this time, but I spent my birthday happily by doing something charitable. See how nicely she had come to the point.
Yes.
You have to describe a charitable thing, right? A good deed. Then, so she nicely started by telling, thank you for my birthday card. That means that she had her birthday very recently. And now she was telling, you know that I did not have a birthday party this time, but instead of that, I did a good deed. See, nicely you are coming to your point. So, I saw a paper article about an elder's home close to my grandparents' home. So, we decided to offer food for that home on my special day. See, now you can get an idea what is this good deed. She had cancelled her birthday celebration, but she went and offered food to an elder's home closer to her grandparents. What a good deed.
Of course, a very good deed.
Yes. Now, the things that you have done. Yes?
Yes. We bought vegetables and other food items and took them to our grandparents' home to prepare the meal. It was fun to work with everyone there, including my cousins.
Yes. So here you can remember she mentioned that elder's home is close to her grandparents' place. So they brought food there and they prepared, and the people involved in this good deed. Yes. It was fun to work with everyone there, including my cousins. So she had included that point as well. The others who joined and how they have joined. Yes, this is how you felt. Yes?
Yes. It was a moving moment to see how grateful they were to see us visiting them. We sang songs with them and did some fun games too. I felt glad that I did a good deed by making old people happy on that day. Everyone of my family praised me for my idea to spend my birthday in a worthy manner.
Yes. So how you felt? So
Yes.
this is how he felt, he or she. It was a moving moment to see how these old people were happy and grateful to see us there. That is the feeling there, what you felt. And then what you have done. We sang songs with them and we played some games also, and I felt glad. So it was a moving moment, and I felt glad that I did something happy, wonderful, to make other people happy, especially old people.
And at the end of the day, she was praised by her family.
That is, yes, because of her good deed,
Yes.
others also praised her. So that feeling is stronger than having a birthday party with
Yes.
few friends. Yes, this is the last paragraph.
Yes, we all decided to continue this every month so that we can get together at my grandparents' home and also visit these old people and make them happy as well.
That was a nice idea.
Yes.
Now, when they got together and doing all those things, they felt this is a good way of getting together
Yes.
at grandparents' place. So they can visit the grandparents, at the same time they can make happy of other old people living in that elders' home.
Yes.
Next time you too can join me. A suggestion.
Yes.
Please give my kind regards to all at home. Please write me a reply soon. This is the way how she is ending the letter. Next time you can join me, and please give my kind regards to all at home. Please write me a reply soon. Your loving friend, Suvini. Right. Now I taught you how to write a note and how to write a personal letter. So a note is a personal piece of writing. It is a short written message. It is written to someone you know very closely. So informal letters are written to close acquaintances. Informal letters are written to close acquaintances of the writer. Because of that, they are very informal and has a personal tone. And when we are writing personal letters, it also has the same personal tone. So hope you got an idea how to write personal notes and personal letters.
Yes. So dear children, so I hope you learned the exact way of writing a personal note as well as an informal letter. So this is going to be the end of today's lesson. If you want to watch our programs again, you can watch them in the YouTube channel, Channel NIE. Until we meet again with another interesting lesson, stay safe. Goodbye.
Goodbye, children.